Let's Talk About It is sponsored by Gulf Coast Advanced Dentistry with my main man, Dr. Adam Bino, where their mission is to provide comprehensive and customized care in a gentle manner. Gulf Coast Advanced Dentistry believes that whatever your dental needs may be, you will be treated with the highest quality dentistry available and with the most compassion, respect, care you deserve. No insurance, no problem. Go to drbinos.com, click on the no insurance link, and it will take you through the process. Let Gulf Coast Advanced Dentistry help you begin your journey to a healthy and beautiful smile. Gulf Coast Advanced Dentistry is located at 13691 Metro Parkway, Suite 250, Fort Myers, Florida. Zip code 33912. Phone number 239-768-5900. Contact us for any information.
What up, bro?
What's up, man?
Good.
Owen, what's going on?
Oh, there you go. Richie.
How y'all doing?
Good, man. Welcome to Big Dreams. Let's talk about it. You know, we got Richie Rode in the building. Coach of the year to COVID-19.
Yeah.
How dramatic is that, brother?
Man, this is crazy, dude. I'm running out of tricks and things to say and what to do. I got no advice anymore. I don't even pretend to know what I'm doing with these guys. It's just trying to stay together and keep them busy, man. This is nuts. You know, we've been fortunate. Everybody's been healthy. That's good. And from what I hear, you know, I think a lot of programs have had a lot of, you know, very few issues and a lot of healthy guys. So that's really important. That's good. And we're all just hanging on to tomorrow. See what we got.
Yeah, that kind of brings me to, the next question. You know, all the momentum you had from a district title last year probably feels like 5 years ago at this point, after everything you've had to go through. I mean, how has that affected all the momentum that you planned on having going into the offseason? Because this is definitely not an offseason you planned on having. Has that affected anything as far as momentum goes? I'm sure it has, but how so?
No, it's been crazy, man. You know, it does feels like a long time ago, especially not having spring. You know, everybody's itching to get back out there. I was really worried. I'd say the biggest time I was worried is we had that, you know, fourth quarter, the home period. I'm coming up with all these creative workouts. I'm looking up all these YouTube videos, trying to get our guys to do stuff. And then, I'm thinking, like, are they really doing it? Like, are they, like, you know, and when they finally let us go back June 15th, I'd tell you what, I felt really, really good with where they were at. And I was kind of shocked and figured it. And I think more of our guys did more of the stuff, not all of it. You know, I'll still give them some sort of weird movement or CrossFit thing. They'd be like, "What's that?" We do the workout.
Right.
But,
I had an opportunity to have an interview with Coach Sam, and Coach Sam, you know, speaks very highly of you. But, you know, when we came over there for the All-Star game and that little brief time that we spent with each other, man, it was very fun. It wasn't taken serious on our side. We still got results. How much did you know what I'm saying, how important was Coach Sam for you?
Oh, he's incredible. First of all, man, that week is great. I love getting together with all the coaches. We eat good on our side. Camaraderie, man. It's just you put all the BS aside, everybody has a good time. But boy, doesn't that feel like a long time ago too? That All-Star game feels like.
Yeah, you know.
But you know, listen, I've said it the whole time. You know, I am where I am because of Sam. I was very fortunate. Worked with a mutual friend as a financial advisor and got out of that quick. And he introduced me to Coach Sam and especially ironically, you know, Owen and I went to Cyprus, man. I was a big full hater, dude. I couldn't beat him, so I hated him. But that was the job opportunity I had between Dr. Browder and Coach Sammy, and they brought me in, and instantly it changed for me. And I thought I knew football, and I didn't know anything being around that guy. And you know, being able to spend 15 years around him was just amazing. And you know, obviously last year beating them was you know, special for the school, or special for guys like Owen. But honestly, for me, everybody, you know, come at me with, you know, different, you know, I'll be amazing. And it was bittersweet from the personal standpoint, because, you know, it's not a rivalry with me and Coach Sammy. You know, he's a great dude, and I have, you know, not only the most respect for him, but I only have any bit of success because of him. It's all because of him and the years we spent together and the friendship we developed. Just a good man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a crazy game last year for sure, man. Coming down to the last second, like to make it just between Cypress and Fort Myers, and you know, to me it is a rivalry. You know, to everybody else it is. And for it to end like that, that you know, that was crazy. But you know, there's like I said, that feels like 10 years ago, and since then, you know, we've had a lot of issues going on in our country. You know, we all know what they've been as far as going to virus and social issues. And have you taken any of these issues and used them as teaching points in the off season with your guys and your players?
Yeah,
and
really.
So,
I tried. You know, you asked earlier about, you know, what momentum and stuff, and we've really tried to just, you know, continue the workout in the weight room, but then we've tried to expand what we do. We got all this time, and we're not playing, and we got to, you know, keep their minds busy with stuff. And you never know what these kids are going through, man. They all come from different backgrounds. Some of them have absolutely no idea what coronavirus and Black Lives Matter are, and others are like taking a stand on their feelings. And so, you know, we get a wide range, you know, inside of a locker room. And so we've tried to educate and talk. We have a youth group where we do a lot of discussions with a youth pastor of ours that we went to school with, actually. And then I'm in conjunction now. I'm trying to set up, it's not official yet, but a good friend of mine is on the Fort Myers Police Department. And we're trying to work out some community relations to get some guys in who have football experience, some community experience, that are now police officers, and just have kind of like an open forum with the kids where, you know, this isn't a moment where you should be scared, or like, let's all talk freely, let's ask questions. And you know, I think that's the only way the gap is going to be bridged. You know, there's too much finger pointing. You got to get these kids off social media and have real conversations. And just, you know, I don't care what they think or how they think. I just want them to think for themselves and have an opinion, and then be real polite, you know, educated young men. So we're trying to create those things. We're absolutely using what's going on as teaching tools. And I think that's what it should be, man. When stuff goes down like this in the world, it's history. And the only way they're going to end up on the good side of history is if they educate themselves.
Right. And I like to hear that. I mean, this is it's definitely crazy because there's no blueprint. There's been no off season like this for any coach anywhere. So I like to ask these questions and see where coaches' heads are at, because there's no coach has ever experienced an off season like this.
No.
So yeah.
No.
It was
no, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Coach, I had opportunity to be with you. Steve Pikett, shout out to Steve Pikett for starting the We Are 239 coaching clinic. You volunteered your time for that, but not only did you volunteer your time for a free coaching clinic to help educate other youth coaches, but not only them, but high school coaches, because you can always learn something from anybody. And you drop some jewels, but you also spend your time out in the youth football world, you know, alongside high school. You know, how I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, where's the drive? Where does it come from? What got you, you know what I'm saying, so involved with the community?
You know, I feel very blessed that I was able to come up through the Rebels and the great coaches that they had through Pop Warner, Fort Myers American, with Donnie Overhauser, who's still there.
Oh, it's so cool, man. Oh.
That's it.
But yeah.
So, you know, the great people of Fort Myers, man, and Fort Myers American Little League, and that was before National and Ruttenberg was even around, the Fort Myers Rebels, and then Coach Weber at Cypress Lake. You know, I was around a lot of men who gave back and tried to teach you things the right way. And I don't know, it's just become a passion. And you know, part of the Pop Warner thing is, you know, it's been really, really cool to get to see these kids grow and develop and be around some other coaches and other guys. You know, selfishly, it's wonderful to be around my son and spend that time with him. And man, it's weird this year. You talk about time from when he played football. His team this year doesn't have enough people for the JV team. He's just going to keep playing travel ball, man. I got no football life right now. I'm not even around Pop Warner right now. You just crazy.
You don't know what to do with yourself, probably, most likely.
I don't, man. I don't. I'm going to be on that Zoom call tomorrow at 10 a.m., man. That's exactly it.
Yeah. 10 a.m. though. Like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just like, because, you know, we in school right now. Shout out to Canterbury.
That's right. Y'all started, man. How's that going?
We're doing it. It's going well, man. The head guy, Rick, they put together a great plan, man. Kids are social distancing, mask on. It's weird now. Trust me, it's weird because I get caught with my mask off more than the kids, and I have to catch myself. I'm like, man, listen, let me just stay outside. I'll be all right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking of social distancing and masks, Richie, one of my questions is what do you think needs to be done to complete a full high school football season coming up? I mean, is it possible, do you think? And what do we need to do to make sure we can finish this whole season and have football?
I really do. I really think it's possible. You know, if anybody ever asked me for my opinion, I would advocate for it 100%. I think a lot of these kids are safer. I think these college coaches are right. These kids are safer with the protocols we follow. You know, I understand it's going to be different. It's going to be weird. We're going to have some sort of color-coded system in the locker room. And, you know, one of the things that I think that we did when we started to see some success in our program is amazing. When I was at Fort Myers, it's like the kids wouldn't leave the locker room. I came over to Cypress. Dude, I didn't even walk back from the practice field yet, and these kids were pulling out in their cars. They were gone. We got couches in there. We got kids in there. We got video game systems in there, and they want to be in there. And so missing that part is going to be unfortunate, but that's well worth the cost, you know, to be able to play. So it's going to be a different locker room scenario, a different situation. But I think with the things that you can do with water bottles and social distancing and masks on when you need to and all the – I mean, we've had over 70 kids at workouts almost every day, 4 days a week. We just finished our 9th week of workouts. We're in different pods and all that, but now we even played 7-on-7 this week. And we've been fortunate. We haven't had any cases or any issues. And I know some of that's luck. I know that. But we've been very, very diligent. I'm fortunate to have a large staff that are there every day. They take temperatures. They help out. We wipe stuff down in the weight room. And I think if you're diligent with it, you know, make it work. Everybody's got to, though. It's going to take one coach, one kid that just doesn't care, don't want to follow the rules, too lazy. It could affect us. You know, I think it's very, very possible. I think it's, you know, this isn't – my issue is when you talk about concussions or injuries, that's related. And if you don't play football, you're safe. This ain't football related. This is you can catch it anywhere, anytime, anyhow. I mean, I had to run to Walmart for about 3 minutes, and I was in and out as fast as I could, and there was about 1 million people in there. People are going to the beach. People are doing and I'm not judging them. That's totally fine. But people are living their lives, and they're doing things. And, you know, if you have a unique situation and health issues or people around you, then, man, I get it. You know, Mike Lennon, my running back, he lives with his Nana. She's older, and so he's taking all the precautions in football. He's there every day that way, but he's being safe. And when it comes to school, he's going to be virtual. But kind of have like our own bubble, and I really think it's possible. We have a plan, we get some protocols in place, and I think we need it, man. I think the cost of mental health, the cost of child abuse, the cost of the lack of food and nutrition, anything else that's going on. I mean, we have kids that are underprivileged, that aren't in great situations. We got wealthy kids, you know, driving nicer trucks than I have, who are struggling just as much. It's not money driven. It ain't. These kids, man, they don't get it. They feel like it's being stolen from them. They feel like scholarships are being taken away. The world's caving in.
Yeah.
To lose hope. And I think it's important that they do it in a really safe way. Be safe. Let's not be stupid. We're gonna have to adjust, no doubt. Get it. We're gonna extend the sidelines. We're gonna keep them, you know, part on the sidelines. Water bottles at practice. I'm willing to do all that if we can keep these kids involved and keep them going.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, Coach, because it's one of those things we do have to think about the kids' mental health, and prolonging and pushing and, you know, the season or not playing it's a lot of things that we have to take in consideration, because you have, you know, seniors that really didn't, you know, this was supposed to be their breakout year. They don't have film. And not only, you know, just going on to college, just some of these kids need to be off the streets or need to be out of their homes and around other individuals so they can stay out of trouble, point, period, blank, because, you know, they say an idle mind is a devil's playground. So, you know, we got TikTok and all these other social media devices that's, you know, raising our kids, because they're going to take that time that we had with them away from us, you know, due to this, and I get it, you know, the safety allow us to do our job and let's keep pushing forward.
Yeah, I think most people agree with what both of you just said, you know. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, with a crazy offseason, what is the best case scenario for the Panthers in 2020, this upcoming season, in your mind? If what you can get out of this season, what's the best case scenario for you, for the Panthers? Not anybody else, not Fort Myers, not Canterbury, not Estero, not somebody out there, but for the Cypress Lake Panthers.
We get it, man. The Panthers. We hate. We know the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think the best case scenario for us, man, is we get going. I feel good about our protocols. I feel good about where we're at. You know, we've never had 9 straight weeks of workouts like we've had since June 15th, man. It's been incredible. So we've tried to use that as a blessing. We've tried to use that as improvement. So I think we're physically ready. I think we're socially ready and mentally ready to be where we need to be. I'd love to start right away. And, man, you know, that putting that number up, that 2019 on that district banner last year was special.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. So to put a 2020 up there right next to it, that would be the best case scenario for us, man. I'd love to just try and get, you know, whatever district play, whatever season play out of this season. And then, you know, ultimately at the end, you know, we have some good seniors and, you know, they lost their spring and, you know, recruiting's hard enough and we're trying to take videos of them running 40s and doing stuff. Like, we got to get some real game film and get these kids to college, man. We got a couple kids that need to get away. You talked about, you know, Drew, you know, just get them out of here, get them away, give them an education, give them a chance to be successful in all their facets of life. And, you know, there's other opportunities to do that. I don't like when people say football is the only way or any of that. But right now, when you take a 17, 18-year-old kid and that was their plan, change that, man, that's hard for them. That's hard. So I really want to see that plan come to fruition and see those kids on signing day, you know, not be too frustrated and see that disappear.
Yes. Well, Coach, man, we appreciate you tuning in to Big Dreams, man. Keep on raising those young men over there the right way. Congratulations. Yeah. Hope for some more coming your way, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, OG, before we get up out of here.
Yeah, before I want to give a shout out, because I just spent the weekend with one of our old coaches, Donnie D.
Oh,
Donnie Daniels.
Yeah, so he was both our wide receivers coach at Cypress back in the day. He's up in South Carolina helping a smaller school. And I told him we were going to do this with you. He told me to tell you hello and good luck this season. So I just want to point that out before we hung up on our Zoom call.
Yes. I appreciate it. Again, there's another good one, and I'm glad to see he's back coaching again, man. That guy's got tons of knowledge, and to see him, you know, up there, and that's awesome. I love it. You got to let me know when he comes down again.
No, he'll be back down. Yep, I think next month or something. But yeah, we'll be in touch for sure. For sure.
Cool.
All right, appreciate it, fellas.
Guys, I appreciate it, man. Y'all do great things, man. I love it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. See you later, man.